This is really a special week for so many reasons. I mean, obviously the holidays. We wish everybody happy holidays, and we're right in the middle of messing their holiday up here, or yours at least, for having to work. But it's a very special week for us. Last week of the season, playing for everything, for a division and all that. Very fortunate to be in that situation. It is what we aim for. This is what we always look towards, and we always wonder if the chance to do something like this is going to happen on the road or happen at home. We're thrilled we'll be here. This is a really good football team we're playing, obviously. They've done so many good things this year. A fantastic turnaround by their program and by their coaches and their players and all that. They've been flying all season long. So they've had a lot of really extraordinary games since we saw them in the last month and a half or whatever it is. So they're ready for everything right now. So it's a great challenge. Our guys are jacked up and ready to go. We already started the week. We're here at Christmas Eve, whatever it takes. So our guys are tuned into it. It's really important that we have great work and great focus, and we get ready to play the kind of ball game we want to play. So we're looking forward to it.
Steve, what's the value of bringing Marshawn Lynch back in beyond maybe the yards or anything he can give you on the field?
Well, he's an extraordinary person, and he's been we've just been through so much and know him as well as I think you could know a guy, and what he brings and what he offers and all. And he brings a lot to the table. He's as physical a player as I've ever been around, as great a competitor as I've ever been around. And so when you get to add somebody like that, to your team, it only helps and enhances kind of the mentality that we already cherish anyway. So. We'll find out how he can play and how he does. It's been a little while off. He looks great in the first couple looks at him as far as his conditioning and all of that. His weight's down. He's in a really good spot for coming and going for it. He was very serious about getting ready for this opportunity, and the stroke of misfortune on some regards really opens up a door, which it happens at times, and he's ready to take full opportunity at hand and see what he can do to help us.
How much is the same from the last time? Both of those guys have been with you, but things have changed in the offense. How much is the same for them to pick back up?
There's, when we get with them out there, and you talk about the basics and stuff like that, it's no problem. But when you get on the field with them and they start hearing the huddle calls come rattling out and the rhythm and the quickness of all of that, then they're taxed some. Both of these guys are good ball players. They've been through a lot. They know a lot of stuff. Football comes easy to them. But it's still, they're going to have to put together a really good week to really have the hold on it so they can have command and feel confident and play like they want to play.
How long had you been keeping in contact with Marshawn about this opportunity?
Well, he's been gone how many years?
3.
Really, there's been times over the years that we have hooked up for one reason or another when we played against each other or whatever. There was always a couple messages in there that went back and forth, some texts and stuff. So in regards to this go-around right now, John has a master plan for all issues that could pop up, everything we can think of. And when this one popped up, he had some stuff in the works, to give us a chance to have a shot like this, so it worked out. But there's been a line of communication over the years.
After Penny got hurt on the 8th, and then Marshawn had a visit here, what did you want to hear from him in that?
Well, at that time, he just dropped in. He was in town and all that. That was a little bit different. But what I need to hear from him is where his heart is. Is he in it and wants to go for it, which he totally does, and he's worked to prove that. And I don't doubt him one bit about that. He's very sincere about how he presents himself to this game, and it's very important to him to be at his best and to do well. And he's going to do everything he can to make that happen.
What's your understanding of how long he's been actually physically preparing and training to play?
Well, we did talk about that. He had surgery a year ago, and he had to work his way back out of that. So he started a process to get himself so that he wouldn't fall apart, post-surgery, and he had a program that he was on. So he's been working to stay in shape all along, and he stepped it up with just maybe the hopes that something could happen at the end of the season, and he was very fortunate to get the opportunity.
Were there things you needed to see from him yesterday in the physical or anything like that?
Yeah, that's why we give him a physical. Yeah, all that stuff, really, all the tests and all that, and the movement workout, and make sure he was okay. He passed the physical well in good shape, and so everything really kind of just checking boxes.
It was reported that his workout regimen really kicked up in the high gear these last couple of weeks after his visit here. Did he express to you while he was here that, hey,
I wouldn't talk to Willie, sure. I did not see him. He blew through here. I didn't see him. We were in the middle of a practice day. I didn't get to see him.
When it comes to bringing someone back who's been here before, how much do the relationships you build when players are here, how much does that pay off? Whether it's a guy who's been released you bring back, or in this case a guy who's quasi-retired getting him back?
Yeah, I think everything counts, Sean. I mean, everything that ever has happened is, comes into decisions like this, and so I do think it has a lot to do with it. There was a lot of give and give in this relationship. From our end of it and from his end of it, we've gone through a lot, and so you build a relationship, you build an understanding. It doesn't mean that everything is always clear and all that, because when you've got complicated people working at stuff, things can, you can get at odds at things. We made it through all of it, and all of the challenges, and here we are. And the meeting we had yesterday to kind of set this thing in motion was memorable for me. The stuff we went through and talked about, and to hear where he is now and what he's been through. He's been through a lot in his personal life, and he's just continues, as all the young guys do, they continue to grow and see things, more clearly as they, experience their stuff. And he's got a lot going on, in his life, and he's been through a bunch, and it's benefited him. I think it benefited him to be here in his time, and that was pretty well understood. It was good to hear.
What's realistic to expect from either Marshawn or Robert in this
I hope
situation?
they can contribute. Travis is ready to go. He knows everything. He's been through all of our system for the whole year. He showed that he was ready to play football and did a good job in the game. We lean on him because of his background with us and his toughness and his speed and his playmaking. We're pleased to have that opportunity, the good fortune to have him ready to go. And then we'll just fit the guys in. Give me a couple days here. This is like the first day. So.
What kind of adjustment is that for Marshawn with this being a different blocking scheme from when he was here the first time?
There's a lot of similarities. And for the most part, it's similar. It's more similar than it isn't. There's terminology, that's tacked on to stuff, and more motions and formations and things like that are some new things that he has to pick up. But the fundamental part of it is it's very much the same.
Tough loss like you guys just had. How much is this a boost of energy that maybe allows everyone to, get a spark?
I mean, the fact that we're playing San Francisco? Yeah, there's a natural boost. Honestly, we talk in reference to this opportunity from April on, and that's where we start way back when, to get prepared for the opportunity to go out here and play good football when this time comes. And every game that we've played has prepared us for this, so we're boosted. The boosters are on, and we're rolling, and so I don't know, what can add to that other than just a really good preparation and then a great performance when we go. And but right now, this is a blast. This is as much fun as we can have, and I love every bit of it.